We're going to talk about Texas quarterback Arch Manning, talk about his top 3 strengths from the 2024 season heading into the 2025 season. We have 3 strengths we're going to talk about, and at the end of the video, we'll show a clip or 2 demonstrating each of these strengths. So Arch Manning, last year, 939 yards passing, 67% completion percentage, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks, 10.4 yards per attempt, did a good job pushing the ball downfield, 108 yards on the ground, and 4 touchdowns on the ground. So those stats last year. So let's talk about his top 3 strengths heading into the season. His first strength, I think it's fairly evident, it's his deep ball ability, the ability to push the ball downfield. And not only is that good for explosive plays, right, but it's good for the underneath type schemes that Sark will have. Manning was 8 of 19 on balls thrown 20 yards or more downfield. That's only in 2.5-ish games, right? 2 starts. He played, the majority of the second half and even some of the first half against UTSA when Quinn got hurt. But for perspective, Quinn only had about 12 or so of those completions during the regular season before the playoffs happened, before this SEC championship. Those numbers for Manning put him ahead of Jackson Arnold and Michael Hawkins Jr. combined, the OU quarterbacks. He was only 2 completions behind A&M quarterback Marcel Reed, who probably had 3 to 4 times more game experience than Manning last year, right? So he showed those abilities, showed the ability to push the ball downfield off of play action, off of a straight drop back, off of rolling out, creating. So there's a lot of different ways to push the ball downfield, which we will look at here in a second. So not only is it great for pushing the ball downfield and for explosive ability, but also leading to underneath stuff as well. Strength number 2, the ability to fit the ball into tight windows. So Sark does a great job of scheming open receivers, scheming open plays, whether that is quick screen games, whether that is some misdirection play action, throw the other side of the field. He does a great job of getting receivers wide open, and that's always going to be part of Sark's offense. It makes it easier on the quarterback. But when defenses take those plays away, when defenses are able to defend those plays that typically have open receivers, the quarterback has to have enough arm strength and ability to fit the ball into tight windows, and that's what Arch Manning does have. We're going to watch 2 clips here in a second demonstrating those abilities. Again, when the defense takes away these open receivers, the quarterback has to make some throws that you make on Sundays. That's throwing your receivers open, throwing the ball, fitting the ball into tight windows, something that Arch Manning does have. And then the last strength, and this is another evident one, is his athleticism. So not only the ability to scramble when the play breaks down, but also to build an offense somewhat around a quarterback that can run. Now, Arch isn't going to be running the ball 25 times a game. He's not going to outrun a safety that runs a 4.4. But he damn sure can make some plays on the ground, and it's not just when the play breaks down. I think you can center some of the offense around his ability to run. So we saw some design run packages for Arch last year at the end of the season. I still think we'll see some design run plays for Arch, and of course the ability to go off script. But I also think the ability to throw on the run, to have a play action where you're not just doing a half roll or not just sitting in the pocket, but you're actually putting stress on the defense on the edge of the field, right? So I think that's a big key. Potentially could be a big part of Arch's games is his athleticism. Obviously running the ball, but then throwing on the run. I think you can really center that. And those are 2 things Quinn wasn't asked to do. It isn't a bad thing per se, but now it just opens up the offense even more. So we're going to look at a few clips of Arch. We're going to look at the deep ball ability. Again, that's his number 1 strength in my opinion. Number 2, the ability to fit the ball into tight windows we'll look at. And then number 3, his athleticism, running the ball and throwing the ball on the run here. So we got maybe a clip or 2 over each strength that we'll go look at for Arch, then we'll wrap the video up. All right, Texas fans, so we got a few clips of Arch Manning demonstrating these top 3 strengths. The first strength we're going to be talking about is the deep ball ability. And if you've watched the channel before, this is broadcast footage, I have to slow it down. I do apologize. Here's the first clip, demonstrating the ability to push the ball downfield with a straight drop back pass going off of, what's either blitzing, blitzing, bringing 6, is that correct? Bringing 6 guys, 5 or 6 guys. Takes a hit, 6 guys, takes a hit, pushes the ball down. This is right before the first half is over against Mississippi State. It's a really nice deep ball, ends up being a touchdown for Arch Manning here. So just a good example against the blitz, having success, push the ball downfield, and also not utilizing play action. You got 30 seconds left. The defense knows you're trying to push the ball downfield, so I think it's a really good job. One of my favorite throws from Arch. This was his, second start, I believe, first start in SEC play. One of my favorite throws from Arch Manning. Again, it's his ability to push the ball downfield in a variety of different ways, which I think we're going to see more of in 2025. Again, he had 8 of these type of completions in only 2.5-ish games, give or take. Next clip we're going to watch is against UL Monroe, which was his first start. And it actually is pretty good defense here, not a lot of room for error, but we see it off of play action. So the first clip we watched was a straight drop back pass. This clip is off of play action. You're going to see a really nice bomb here, really good protection, right? Has plenty of time, let the play develop, and then throws a bomb downfield. And you're going to see there's not a lot of room for error. It's actually pretty good coverage, and he just throws his receiver open. Throw it to space, let your receiver go get it. It's exactly what he does. This Bond, I believe. Yeah, I think so. So first two clips, his main strength, his ability to push the ball downfield, I think that's really going to help open up underneath throws, and maybe we see a different component of Sark's offense. Next clips we're going to watch, his arm strength, ability to fit the ball in the tight window. So this is an open receiver, but you see a strong arm pushing down the middle of the field. Good designed design by Sark here. But his arm strength is something that is probably going to be up another level this 2025 season. Here's a good ball here, throwing the ball into a tight window. I think it's a third down. Not a lot of room for error at all. It's pretty good coverage. Throw it to where only a receiver can catch it. That's exactly what Arch does here. So I think the ability to fit the ball in the tight windows. I know the first clip, he wasn't necessarily a tight window, but the ability to throw your receivers open, I think is going to be key here, especially when teams take it away. Like when you face Georgia or even Ohio State at times. They were taking away some of these schemed open receivers. Asking your quarterback to throw guys open, I think, will be key, and that's something that will need to be done on Sundays as well. Let me see if I can move myself here. All right, last clips to watch, Arch utilizing his athleticism. Obviously, running the ball. Let's see, he's getting off screen, but then utilizing some play action, utilizing the ability to roll out. I think we'll see a bit more. It's going to put some stress on the defense. This is against Colorado State, which was game one, not great competition, but I think it's going to put stress on the defense still. I think this is a different type of style we could see Sark implement. He hasn't had a quarterback at Texas that's a threat to run or can even roll out and have some design throws on the run like Arch can, so we could see a different component there. And then the last two clips we'll watch are his athleticism as far as him being a runner. Both design runs here. We're going to see this is UTSA. I think this is when Quinn first got hurt. Yeah, beginning of the second quarter, has a 60-something yard touchdown run. This is when I think people's eyes got open to Arch's athleticism and his speed, essentially, especially the rest of the country. I think Texas fans had a good idea how athletic Arch was. Maybe not this athletic, they didn't think, but I think this showed the rest of the country. Then we'll have the A&M touchdown run after this clip as well. But Texas fans, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Arch? What do you think his top three strengths are? We'll have a video next week talking about ways to elevate his game and kind of improvement areas. But again, I think it's his deep ball ability. I think it's his ability to fit the ball in the tight spaces, the tight windows whenever the defense can take away those open receivers. And then it's his ability, his athleticism as a runner, and then also throwing on the run, being able to have some more creativity within the offense. So those are my three main strengths. With Texas fans, I do want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, we're a big quarterback hub. We talk all SEC quarterbacks. Of course, we'll be talking a lot about Arch Manning. This is a really nice run here, right? Breaking the tackle, able to have good contact balance, get upfield, stay in bounds, and get up for a touchdown to dive into the end zone. But as always, thank you for watching. Again, big SEC quarterback hub here. So please consider subscribing to the video, like the video, share all that YouTube stuff. It does help us grow. We'll see you next time. Peace.